Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Had a little bit of a breakthrough, actually a pretty big breakthrough for me in the last few days, and just want to kind of share that story. But it really made me think of the question, and that is, what are you holding on to? For me, what I've been holding on to for a long time, over 10 years now, was I've referred to it in a couple of my other videos, but when I was a police officer, New Year's Eve 2009, had a medical assist call where the dad wasn't able to wake his baby up from his nap. He was 18 months old, the baby, and had a terminal illness anyway, but dad just couldn't wake him up from his nap. So anyway, we get there, we do CPR, unable to get the mask to seal, so I end up doing mouth to mouth, and for some reason that just completely destroyed my brain. One of my other videos, I said that, my partner asked if you're okay afterwards, and I wasn't. Didn't get any help for it, and ultimately lost my career just because of how bad I spiraled. Anyway, at the little baby's memorial service, they had a video with a bunch of pictures of him and a song on the loop, and that song was Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So I've always had that song on my playlist, and the version that was playing there, and I can't even pronounce the person's name who sings it. It's a Hawaiian singer, but if you look it up, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that was on the loop, and so for all these years, every time that song comes on, I hear the first few notes of it, and PTSD sets in. I start getting sweaty, I start shaking, my palms get sweaty, just like my whole body's flushed, and just this overwhelming feeling of failure comes over me. And for the longest time, it really just got to me. And I take moments and apologize and say sorry to this baby, and I should have done more. When I say that I put myself back in that situation. I remember the exact spot I was standing on the side of the highway, running back to my patrol car to get in, my tires spinning to get off of the shoulder, traffic, people not moving, like all of these things. For the longest time, I would replay it and be like, man, if I didn't spin my tires, if I had passed this car at this time, or all these things would have given me a few more seconds, and maybe that would have saved his life. So for the longest time, I would hold on to that. I held on to it, and in a weird way, looking at it now, I almost held on to it like a badge of honor. Like, well, I have this, or this happened to me, so it justifies certain things. One of the biggest things was my drinking. If I would spiral out of control of drinking, I'd be like, well, I mean, I'm dealing with this, and people don't understand, and that's more or less an excuse for what was my drinking problem. But anyway, there was something about that I had held on to for so long, and it was a part of me. The other day, that song came on, and in my brain, I just reframed the entire situation to say, instead of saying I could have done more, I told myself I did enough, and I was there. And for anybody that has unfortunately had to experience watching a human life leave somebody, it stays with you for sure. Watching the soul leave somebody's eyes will get to you. And again, like, it's happened many, many times, that I was there when somebody took their final breath, and I always blame myself about, I should have done more, I could have helped them. The breakthrough that I had was that at least I was there, and that I was the last person that they saw. And there's a reason I was in that situation. I was put in that situation, and it helps me to take some comfort knowing that I was there for them. They knew I was trying, and I was able to bring them some peace, at least in their very final moments. So as I listen to that song again, now it's more of a celebration of the fact that I was there because of the career path I chose, because of the person that I am, and because I was trying with everything I had to save that little dude's life. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. But it's not something that I'm gonna allow to haunt me anymore, define me. So anyway, for whatever that's worth, I guess that's the question. If you're struggling with something, and it's kind of getting you down or haunting you, just ask yourself, what are you holding on to? And then maybe an even deeper question is, why are you holding on to that? If it's something that we can't do anything about, and most things are, we can't go back and change it. So how can we bring some light to that and, help ourselves to move forward? There's a reason we're still here, and there's a reason that we're still fighting when some other people unfortunately aren't able to. So instead of looking at the worst in that situation, I'm going to use that to propel me forward and help as many people as I can, because I still have the opportunity. So anyway, as always, if anybody needs anything, hit me up, and I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday evening, and I hope to talk to y'all soon.